살고선 익숙해져 버린 우리라서 나는 더 다행인걸. 언제든 내가 돌아보면 그 자리에 있을 널 알기에 너의 하루 끝에 늘 내가 가득 널 품에 안고 네 얘길 들어줄게. 내겐 항상 완벽하지 않아도 돼. It's alright. 넌 이대로 있어주면 돼. 늘 지금처럼만 내가 늘 꿈꿔왔던 세상을 선물해준 너. I always wanna be there for you, and I know that you will feel the same. 나의 하루 끝에 네가 가득 날 품에 안고 내 얘길 들어줄래. 우리 항상 완벽하지 않아도 돼. It's alright. 넌 이대로 있어주면 돼. 늘 지금처럼만. 넌 내 곁에 있어주면 돼. 지금처럼만.
Dear Bapak Gede, Bapak and Ibu dosen, and my dearest friends, as we are about to begin, I would like to invite you to prepare yourself for this ceremony. And also, we would like to remind you to switch your mic to silent mode and turn on your camera during every session in our ceremony today. For your information, there will be a Q&A session later. For participants who want to ask questions during the event, please write them in the chat box and we will answer your question in the Q&A session.
Good afternoon, lecturers, guests, and friends. Thank you for joining today's event. Greeting with respect to all the lecturers from English Language Education Department, Universitas Kristen Duta Wacana. My name is Mega, and my partner Ruth will be your master of ceremony today.
It is such a great honor to welcome you to our meeting, Care Month, the first of working in tourism as an English Language Education Department graduates. And the speaker for today's Care Month is a lecturer from Program Studi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris, Undiksa University, Bapak Gede Suteja, SPD, CHA. Thank you, Bapak Suteja, for joining us and becoming our speaker.
Okay, for today's event, there will be a form of attendance and the link will be given in the chat box during Q&A session and at the end of the event.
But before we start, let's thank to God for giving us health and guidance so that this Care Month can be held and we are all able to participate in today's special event. But before we continue, let's us pray according to our respective beliefs so that today's Care Month can run smoothly and fruitful for us students. I would like to invite Mega to lead us in opening prayer.
Okay, thank you, Ruth. Let's pray together. Good afternoon, God. We would like to say our gratitude for allowing us to gather here for today's meeting. We are truly grateful that this event can be held without any obstacles. Thank you for giving us help and the opportunity to have a prominent speaker to share his experiences and to get the students be inspired. Place today's event so that the knowledge that will be given can be impact us effectively and help us to find our learning style and help us absorb knowledge better. Help us to be our hand in this world so we'll be able to use and spread what we've learned. May everyone else be blessed with health and happiness. Amen.
Bapak and Ibu dosen and friends, let us sing the national anthem Indonesia Raya followed by Marsuka Dewe respectfully.
Indonesia tanah airku, tanah tumpah darahku. Di sanalah aku berdiri, jadi pandu hidupku. Indonesia kebangsaanku, bangsa nan tanah airku. Marilah kita bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Hiduplah tanahku, hiduplah negeriku, bangsaku, rakyatku semuanya. Bangunlah jiwanya, bangunlah badannya untuk Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Hiduplah alma mater mulia beserta seluruh warganya semua. Duta wacana tempat mengabdi bagi Tuhan sesama dan negeri. Kami kibarkan pancimu tinggi, palang dan lilin yang bernyala. Kami kibarkan pancimu tinggi, palang dan lilin yang bernyala. Hiduplah alma mater mulia beserta seluruh warganya semua. Duta wacana tempat mengabdi bagi Tuhan sesama dan negeri. Kami kibarkan pancimu tinggi, palang dan lilin yang bernyala. Kami kibarkan pancimu tinggi, palang dan lilin yang
Okay, now we would like to invite our Vice Dean of Student Affairs, Alumni and Cooperation, Ibu Anesti Budi Ermerawati, SPD M.Hum, to deliver her welcoming speech. Please give her our warm virtual applause. Ibu Mera, the stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Duo MC. Is my voice clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. So good afternoon, distinguished guests. We have here, I saw some of my colleagues, Ibu Wakil Dekan 1, Ibu Lemoila Alvita Kurniawati. Good afternoon. And then I see also Ibu Arida Susiatina, one of our lecturer. Good afternoon, Bu Arida. And also we have, who else? Some of them are still on the way, I guess, yeah. And also, last but not least, I would like to greet Pak Suteja. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here with us, Pak. Yeah, okay, at last, Pak, yeah. And also my beloved students, yeah, and dear Kamati, you did it, right? So the program has been well organized and well prepared, yeah. Thank you for that. Yes, as we have always been doing, right? We are having this program regularly, and one of our concern having this program is that the most frequently asked questions in our perwalian sessions. Usually students will ask, ma'am, what if we don't want to be teachers? Because we are now studying in English language education departments, a department that will produce some teachers. We are confused. What should we do at the end if we don't want to be teachers, right? That's why we are keep on inviting some English language education department graduates who do not become teacher at the end to come to this program. And one of them is Bapak Suteja. Yeah, and for your information, students, Bapak Suteja was a long time ago also the same as you. Yeah, someone who is studying in English language education department. And right now, Pak Suteja has a very interesting job. I guess some students are really interested in knowing how good Pak Suteja is now working in tourism field, not in education field. And what is interesting, I got from our small talk this afternoon before the program, Pak Suteja told us that although Pak Suteja is not working as teacher, but somehow, yes, somehow the feeling of teaching and also explaining things to others is still there inside him. Yeah, so we are curious about it. Yeah, and hopefully this program, this afternoon's program, can give enlightenment to you, yeah, students of PBI UKDW, yeah, so that you have, you know, better idea, yeah, better idea of how to plan your next career after you graduate from our departments, yeah. Yes, I guess I won't be talking so long, yeah, otherwise I'll be talking for 2 or 3 SKS, yeah, and it will be too long. And we cannot wait to hear from Bapak Suteja's experiences, of course. Yeah, so I guess good luck for the committee for today. Yeah, and I'm giving back the screen to Mega and Ruth. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Memera, for the welcoming speech. And from now on, we are going to the next session. And the next session will be moderated by Naomi Siantori, our fellow PBI student. Naomi, the time is yours.
Thank you, Ruth and Mega, for being very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, all the lecturers and participants who joined this event. I am Naomi, as your moderator for today. How are you? We are all inclusive and ready to learn enjoyably our afternoon session for today. Our afternoon session today is entitled The Perks of Working in Tourism as an English Language Education Department graduate. Reminding for all of you friends, this program is held for PBI students to get career inspiration from some great PBI graduates. It's answering our question. I'm sorry. Is my voice
Hello, Naomi, your voice is not clear enough.
Uh,
Yeah, you can consider
okay,
your sitting place, I guess.
wait, minutes, please. Excuse me, guys. Is my voice clear right now? Whether?
Yeah, it is now better. If
Okay, I'm
you
so
stay
sorry.
with Angeline, maybe you can use Angeline's device, Naomi. Yeah, you can try first then.
Okay. Okay, everyone. So our Karimun session today entitled "The Perks of Working in Tourism as an English Language Education Department Graduate." Reminding for all of you, friends, this program is held for PB students to get career inspiration from some great PB graduates. It's answering your question like, should all PB graduates become teachers? So the answer is no. And in this afternoon, we are having PB graduate who is sharing his inspiring career experiences that will surely be astonishing you. Our wonderful speaker is Bapak Gede Suteja, earned his degree from English department from Undiksa University, and now become a cluster general manager at Como Ubud and Como Sambala Estate. For Zoom operator, can I ask your help to share screen? Okay, so many experiences he has been through as professional. He has very interesting working experiences, and Mr. Suteja, certified hotel administrator, American Hotel and Lodging Education Institute, from 30 March 2000 until 1 January 2001. He was an English teacher and training officer at the Legian Seminyak to January 2001 until 1 March 2002, be a training coordinator at Begawan Giri Estate. To March 2002 until 1 December 2002, be a human resources coordinator at Begawan Giri Estate. To December 2002 until 1 November 2003, have the position be the night manager at Property Begawan Giri Estate. To November 2003 until 1 September 2006, have the position be a assistant front office manager at Como Sambala Estate or Como Hotels and Resort. 1 September 2006 until 1 December 2007, be a front office manager property in Como Sambala Estate or Como Hotel and Resort. 1 December 2007 until 1 May 2011, be a rooms division manager at Como Sambala Estate or Como Hotels and Resort. 23 May 2011 until 26 June 2012, Mr. Suteja, be a executive assistant manager at Cocoa Island by Como Maldives, and 13 August 2012 until 31 December 2015, be a resort manager at Como Ubud Ubud. 1 January 2015 until 1 February 2020, be a general manager in Como Ubud Ubud. And from 1 February 2020 until today, be a cluster general manager at Como Ubud Ubud and Como Sambala Estate. Wow, it's been a long journey since Bapak Gede Suteja was well known as a cluster manager. As our education has something in common, I think all of fellows in PPUKDW want to hear further from Pak Suteja about his career path. So for all of participants who want to know the parts of working in tourism as an English language education department graduate, enjoy this session. Okay, everyone, without further ado, shall we start it? Give a round online applause and welcome Bapak Suteja.
Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, Mega and Ruth as well. Yeah, I mean, Naomi already shared with everybody my journey in tourism industry, especially in hotel. I graduated from English department in 2000. So it has been 22 years now in hospitality industry. Similar like you know, when I was about to graduate in 1999 up to toward the beginning of 2000, I was a bit confused, you know, where to go after graduations. But the things in Bali is because 80% of economy is supported by tourism, so it's a bit of easy choice for me to go to tourism because it's more opportunity compared to any other sectors. Yeah, but I'm not saying that you know being a teacher or being educator or lecturers secondary is I think equally important. If I have opportunity, I want to do the two jobs actually, because again, as I said to Ibu Mera at the beginning, my passion is indeed in education. So I love sharing, I love giving training, I love teaching in the classrooms, I love learning. So learning is in my blood. But then, you know, career bring me to hospitality. Yeah, so I started as Mera said, as Naomi mentioned on the previous presentation, that I started actually as an English teacher in the hotel. So actually, it's not very far off from education, right? So then I grow up into a training departments, human resources, and then starting to operations. Net manager, front office manager, room divisions, and up the ladders up to general manager. And now I'm handling, I'm managing 2 properties in Bali, in Ubud to be precise, Kumo Shambhala and Kumo Ubud as cluster general manager. Cluster meaning that I need to divided my attentions to 2 property that I managed recently. So I will share with you the slide presentations. It will be very short because, as I said earlier before the call, that I would rather to have a lot of conversation. I look forward to hear a lot of questions from you guys. So please do, you know, do not hesitate to ask me any questions in a few minutes from now. Yeah. So I will start sharing my. All right. Can you see, Ibu Mera, can you see the presentations?
Clearly, Pak.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can you see?
Yes,
Yes,
clear.
We can.
Okay, all right, good. Yeah, so today I will share with you on, you know, a bit of my journey. At the same time, just to give you a bit of inspirations on how actually with the background of English educations, then I can step into a different industry. Yeah. Yes, it is about hotel industry, but it might be applicable also to many other industry like banking, manufacturing, because a lot of my friends also work in a different field, not just in tourism. So this is just one industry that you can put forward your future in beside educations. All right, so I'll introduce you a little bit of the company that I work with. It calls Como Hotel Resort, COMO. It means it pronounced Como. It's not Chomo. Como means Christina Ong, Melissa Ong. It's the names of the owner of the company. We have hotels all around the globe. We have 17 hotels and resorts in the world, in all continents, including in the US, Europe, Asia, Australia, except in Africa. So we don't have any hotel in Africa, but most of the property are in Asia and some of them in Europe. So I have been working in 4 out of 17 hotels. I've been in 3 properties in Bali. And then I've been in Maldives. I was in Maldives from 2010 to 2012, managed a resort called Coco Island. Maldives is a country in between Sri Lanka and India. It's probably about 19 hours flight from Bali. So from Bali, you fly to Singapore, from Singapore to Maldives. So in total, it's about 19 hours trip. From Maldives, then I was moved to or transferred to Bangkok, metropolitan Bangkok, for a couple of years as well. I was actually assisting a project there until the hotels is opening. And then returning back to Bali because I miss my family. Then I joined Komo Uma Ubud as a resort manager and being promoted to general manager. And now currently as a cluster general manager for both Komo Uma Ubud and Komo Shambhala Estate. So this is the looks of my hotel. The one in the corner, top left corner is Komo Uma Ubud. It's a very boutique hotel, about 46 rooms, very nearby Ubud. If I was surprised that even Pierre haven't been to Bali, so I hope you plan a trip to Bali soon because it's such a beautiful island. So go back again. Komo Uma Ubud is about 46 rooms, located about 15 minutes from Ubud Center. And then the property that I'm doing my call now is called Komo Shambhala Estate. On the right side, when you see the lady with something on top of her head, that's actually Komo Shambhala. It's like a jungle. It's about 9 hectare land, and we have only 30 villas in the resort. And then at the bottom left, that's actually Komo Uma Canggu. Canggu is a beach destination. It's the only 5-star resorts in Canggu at this time. Canggu is very, very popular now, both for international and domestic market. So when we had the pandemic, actually we very much focusing on domestic market, meaning from Jakarta, Surabaya, Yogyakarta, Bandung, Medan, because as you know that the international travelers cannot fly into Indonesia because of the restrictions. Back then, before April 2022, very much we are focusing on guests from domestic. We call it domestic when the guests are Indonesian citizens. So Uma Canggu is a bit bigger compared to Uma Ubud and Shambhala. It's about 119 rooms, almost 120 rooms. Has the longest lagoon pool, I think, on the island. It's about 150-meter pool, and a beach club, and has a direct beach access to the Canggu beach. It's very famous for surfing. It's very vibrant. A lot of place for partying. There are a lot of clubs nearby, like the La Brisa, Fins, and many more to come. Yeah. This is Komo Shambhala Estate, one of the pool. This is Uma Canggu. This is the penthouse. We have 12 penthouses. It's on the 4th floor. If you see, the view is overlooking the Indian Oceans, and the pool is infinity pool. If you see on the right side, that's the bathroom, and you see a bit of bathtub there. We sell this at approximately more or less $2,500 US a night. So it's about 35 million rupiah per night. So if you want to try save money from now, if you manage to save a bit of money, so you can pay 35 million rupiah per night in this penthouse. But you can bring 6 of your friends. It has 3 bedrooms. If you need any special price, let me know. All right, so that's my company and about a bit of myself. Now I'll start with you sharing on a bit of a, a guide, and that's why I would rather to share this as a sharing session, because I shared my own experience. I do not refer to any theoretical books and things like that. So I'll share with you on how actually we or you in future can develop your career in hospitality if you want to. Again, I repeat a couple of times that career or job is or even entrepreneurship is not just in hospitality, not just in education. It can be in banks, it can be in factories, it can be in other sectors. So for today, I will share with you on how, in my perspective, you can actually start your career in if you want to pursue your career in hospitality. Yeah. So I will chunk it down. I will divide it into four, more or less three sections, because I will not touch base on entrepreneurship. It's a bit, too advanced, if I might say. So I'm really focusing on pre-employment. Pre-employment is what you can do before actually going into any industry, before working. So, for example, like what you can do at this particular time, while you are not yet graduated, while you're still studying or waiting for your graduation. So more of a pre-employment. And then what you can do when you get employed, when you get a job, and what you can do actually to grow your career, so that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve in terms of your career. And then leadership positions, in a hope that you enhance your career. You start from whatever position at the beginning, and then you move up to a supervisory level. You move up again to assistant managers and managers, and then you are in this leadership position. Leadership position means that you lead a team, you lead a department, or you lead a hotel like myself. I can consider myself in a leadership positions because I'm on the top of the two hotels that I manage. So people are reporting to me. So what actually the tricks to get into leadership positions, which I will share with you as well later on. So let's start with pre-employment. Yeah. So here are a few bullet points I would like to share with you. First is, I will say, take any available opportunity. Don't wait. Yeah. Because sometimes, when we graduate, we try to, I want to wait until certain position or certain jobs available for me. So because it's very critical, when you graduate, I think it's good for you to just rock and roll, just take any opportunity and try it, and willing to try something new, and willing to also enter something that probably make you uncomfortable at the beginning. So in principle, don't wait. Yeah. For me, what I felt when I start applying jobs, I had a confidence in my English, because again, graduating from English department, one advantage that we have is we commonly or usually speak better English than those who graduate from the diploma or even from tourism school, because our focus is more on language and educations. That's why we kind of having more of a refined language compared to those that graduate from a technical school, in quote, like tourism school or diploma school on tourism. So that is the advantage that I have. So whenever opportunity comes, as long as English is involved, then I will be happy to apply. But thankfully, actually, I got a job even before I graduated. Even double job. I got a job at the beginning as English teacher, but no, it's not English. It's Indonesian teacher to some of the consulate children in Bali. So I use it as a filling time until I got a proper job. So For a few months, I teach foreign kids, foreign children from consulates who are living in Bali, to teach them Bahasa Indonesia, of course, using English, right? That's what I mean, you know, if I have that opportunity, I just take it, and from there I take something else, and then I join also a travel agents as a tour guide until toward mid 2000. Then I found a job in hotel, which is in the Legian. So what I'm trying to say is, don't wait, just take any opportunity in front of you, and then choices will come along the way. Yeah. So like for me, for example, at the beginning of my career, I have three choices. Whether I want to still continue to teach Bahasa Indonesia to the foreign people, or whether I want to pursue my career in travel industry, in travel agency, or I want to work in a hotel. So three choices that I have. So I choose hotel because I feel that working in hotel gives me more opportunity to grow in my career, because there is a kind of what do you call it? A step-by-step stepping stone into a higher positions in hotel industry compared to travel agents, and compared to just teaching Bahasa Indonesia to the kids. So that's my second bullet point. If you have choice, take the one that suits your passion. So you will know, it from your heart that what will be your desire, what will make you wake up in the morning, feel excited to do. So for me, I woke up in the morning back then, I'm so excited to go to the hotel. So I choose working in a hotel at the beginning of my career. The third one, don't be shy to start from the bottom. Sometimes people with degree, have all of this, what do you call it, ego to work in a better position. But for me, I don't mind, because when you start from the bottom, it gives you a very strong foundations of your career, because you know what it feels, become staff and rank and file and do things that probably people consider as simple things, but it matters in terms of operations. So don't shy to start any works that is from the bottom rank of the career. And don't forget to always be connected with those that might help you in future to be connected with the industry. A session like today is a good example on how you are in Yogyakarta, being connected with me in Bali, and sharing with you what I know and what I've experienced in the industry. So then at least you get a bit of different perspective. Same like get connected these days is more social media. So be careful with your social media, because your social media represent who you are. What you post on your social media is very important, because your future employer, let's say you apply a job, and HR will most likely to check who you are, because before even the interview, right? Because it's impossible for us to know you more through just reading your CV. So then these days, social media is a key for HR to find out more about yourself. So even before the interview, actually we, the industry, already know about you from a certain sources, including social media. So make sure that be wise with your social media, and put something that positive about yourself. Yeah. Jangan taruh yang galau-galau di social media. Yeah. When you got, say, for example, as I said, you graduated, you put your application, and suddenly you get a call to join an interview. So a few things you need to remember. I will not go through all the details about job interview. I just want to, highlight the big points about it. First, please create a professional CV. Type it well, put your nice picture, your professional picture there. Please make sure it's neat and tidy. Make sure it's concise. Concise means it's not too long, not too short, but it's contained information that needed by people to know. So meaning that it's simple, sweet, contain all the elements that if you apply to travel agent, that the travel agent need to know. If you apply to hotel, the hotel need to know. Be accurate in your grammatical aspect. Of course, you are graduate from English education, English educations. So then we, the people who will interview, expecting you to speak perfect English. You know, it's a high expectation on that, no pressure. So, but just making sure it's reflected from your CV. So make sure that check your grammar, making sure your spelling is correct, because it tells your attention to details. Yeah. So how details you are in writing things, and make sure it's good chronological orders. Chronological orders mean if you got a certain education background, so put it from the beginning to the end. If you have any experiences in training, for example, put from, for example, okay, I got training to 2019 and 20, 21, 22. Don't jump around. So that's mean by chronological orders. And be well prepared. That's the second point. Be on time. For me, I think for us in Indonesia, this is a culture that we really need to improve ourselves. I've been to many countries, and being on time is a big aspect of how we respect others. Yeah, even for the call today, I promised Pierre that I will be in a call at 5:15 because 5:30 will start. 5:14 already dial. So that's reflect whether you are serious in taking the job interview. So be on time, good grooming, your haircut, your face, your face, and then your clothes. If you wear uniform, how you use your uniform, and how you present yourself is also very important. And the last but not least, but even the most important elements in interview is positive attitude. So smile, just making sure always put smile on your face. It's free, but it's have a very big impact to others. And smile is very it's very affecting. You know, if you smile and people will smile at you too. And show enthusiasm. You know, if the interviewer asks you something about yourself, so that you enthusiastically are proud of who you are and what you have done, whether it's in university, whether in training, or whatever you do in life. So be enthusiastic about it, and be enthusiastic also with the job that offered to you. Yeah. Listen well. So when you have your interview, making sure that you listen carefully, take notes. Yeah, taking notes means that you take the conversation seriously. And taking notes means that you are diligent, that you are paying attention, and you take the interview seriously. So instead of just coming with empty hands and nothing on the table, it's good for you to have a notebook and then have a pen ready and write something that probably important for you to take as a note. So then the interviewer will see you as a very serious candidate that, you know, taking the interview seriously. And during the conversation, try not to interrupt. So when, you know, the interviewer asks you questions, don't interrupt. Let him or her to finish, and then you respond. Again, you respond with positive attitude. Yeah. Right. So that's before you get employed or before you get a job. Now assume that you get a job. I will not make it very long. I'll make it short so that we can have more conversations. When you get employment, there's your career development started. Yeah. First, build trust and integrity. Build trust means when you say A, do A. When you say B, do B. So building trust means you are committed to what you just said. When you promise something, for example, oh, I will submit the task tomorrow at 12 o'clock, submit tomorrow at 12 o'clock, whatever it takes you to make it happen. Whether you need to stay overnight, just do it and then make it happen. If you cannot make it happen for some reason, tell your boss or tell your superior that, hi, because of these challenges, I cannot meet the deadline, but I promise you I'll make a new deadline and I will make sure that I meet the new deadline. You know, sometimes as human beings, things might happen, but if that happens, communicate nicely, but honesty to whoever you work with. Yeah, have integrity being honest. I mean, there's a lot of challenges in wherever we work, and one for me up until today, what I hold very strong in my life is about honesty. So tell the truth, do good things, and I think karma will follow you. Second, perseverance and focus. Don't give up. Will be a lot of challenges for you when stepping up into a career. A lot of people will be around you that want to have a higher position as well and will compete with you. So then, those who never give up will win. Yeah? In my career, many times I feel I wanted to give up, but I decided not to give up, and I take the opportunity. So just for example, when I was in Maldives. 6 months I was in Maldives. Then at that time I was assistant general manager. 6 months after taking the job in Maldives, my general manager resigned. So he quit from his job, and the company offered me the opportunity to take the job. At that time I feel I couldn't do the job because it's overseas. I handle hundreds of people from I think about 15 different countries. And I'm Balinese, I'm Indonesian, I feel not confident, But that night, I think of myself, I said, I will do this, despite I myself, in my heart, says, I don't think I can do this, but I decided I do the job, and here I am now because of the perseverance.
Because we are about to continue to our next session, I will remind you that we have only 5 minutes left.
Okay, so I'll make it quick. So take chances, explore different skill, and expose yourself internationally. I will not go through much on the leadership positions because I think it's a bit further away from where you are now, also in terms of entrepreneurship. But I think for me, those areas, whether it's pre-employment, and when you got a opportunity to be employed, I think that's what I would like to emphasize. Yeah. All right. Thank you for reminding me of the time. So I will close my presentations. I will stop sharing my screen, and then feel free to ask me questions. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, sir. And for all of friends who come to our Garden Moon, just now our speaker has shared a great sharing, and it's a new thing for us, especially perhaps for 21 students who still looking for the best way to prepare our life goals after graduating. And this is also very useful for students who will graduate, especially graduates of English education. And today, we will move on to the question and answer session. For those all of you want to ask question, you can write your question with format name_batch_question, or just simply raise your hand. And after that, Bapak Suteja will answer that. Thank you. Okay, sir, I see from chat box. Pierre from PB 2021, you said that if you have choices, take the one suits your passion. So the question is, what should we do if we have lots of job opportunity? Like this job suits me a lot, but I can't see any future there. And the other one doesn't suit me, but I can see a bright future there. Which one should we choose? Wow, the good question.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent question, Pia. I think, I mean, in life, it's always be like that. For me is when I have that kind of options, I always have a list of pros and cons. Yeah. So let's say job A and job B. Job A, it's really I'm passionate about it, but I feel that maybe the career will not be good for me in that industry. But B, I had opportunity. I I don't really love it. I like it, but not really love it. But I will have my career there. At your age, I think again, from my personal experience, you have to see the longevity of where you can go with that. So instead of short terms of kind of happiness, okay, I'm happy here, but what next for me? So Pierre, to your questions is I personally. Again, it's everybody has their own perspective, but my perspective, I will choose, although it's not yet my passions, but it can give me something sustainable for my career and future, I will choose that one. I may feel not comfortable at the beginning, but then along the way, I might like it even more than those that I feel I love it more in the beginning. And it proved me many, many times. Yeah, at the beginning, I feel like, okay, for me, I graduated from education, and I want to be in HR, so I started as English teacher, remember, and then training coordinator, and then HR coordinator. But along the way, that's actually my passion at the beginning. But along the way, I feel like, oh wow, actually, it's quite fun meeting with guests. It's quite fun. Handling more peoples in operation. It's more fun to have opportunity to meet people from all around the world. So then I decided to move to front office. So things changed along the way, Pierre. So for me, don't think it too much at the beginning. Try, and then at the end of the day, your heart will tell you which to choose. Same like your age now, like choosing girlfriend or boyfriend. Sometimes your rationale tell you this, but then at the end of the day, your heart tells you something, right? So for me, is make a list of the pro and cons, and which one give you more pro meaning that the positive things about it, go for it. But also listen to your feeling as well. And also good to speak with people as well, people around you who in the industry before. For example, if you have a choice of working in hospitality and bank, for example, if you have a friend who work already in a bank, or your elder brother or your elder sister, then speak with them and get more insight from them. Sometimes what we think of something is not necessarily the reality. So it's good to get insight from people that already in that industry. So to give you a bit of knowledge on what's really happening in actual life. I hope that answers your questions.
Pierre Johnson, I think it's answer your question. And the other from Margareta BB 2021. How is your way to control the situation when you and your team are in trouble?
Yeah, it's a very good question also from Margaret, right? I have been in many troubles in my life, including with my team. So one example, I answered this through example. One example was in 2012, when we had a bit of, not a big tsunami like what happens in Aceh, but it was a small tsunami happened in Maldives. I was on the island and handling about 200 employees. I'm responsible for employees. I'm responsible for my guests and the assets. Assets mean the rooms, the accommodation, the villas, the boat, everything. So when that happens, me as a leader is first, I need to remain calm. I need to be calm myself first. I cannot be panicked. If my team see me panic, then they will be panicking as well, right? So first remain calm, but then remain strategic in your action, meaning that pull out your team, making sure that you come with a strategy based on whatever training that you have gone through. When you in hotel, for example, we do have this emergency team that allow us to deal with certain scenario if thing happens. And then when things happen, then all of those skill and knowledge through trainings that we've gone through in the past and suddenly applicable in real life. So first, remain calm, and second, know your team. communicate well with them. Of course, it's a challenge as well. When a disaster happens, sometimes mobile connection suddenly cut off, a radio also cut off, and then you can always communicate through satellite phone back then when I was in Maldives. So certain things in normal life, when a disaster happens, it can make lives even more difficult. So remain calm, remember to have support from your team, lead them through the difficult time. Don't just let them to, to do whatever they want, and make sure that you put our team lives and well-being as utmost important. So take care of them during difficult time. I mean, I passed through the COVID-19 period for tourism is really bad. So we have been tested the worst time in tourism, but now we got back strong as a personal, like myself, and as well as a team. Any more questions? I think I have.
Yes, sir. From Ute, 2021. Just now, sir has sharing about interview, and Ute said, related to the interview, what do you usually have to prepare before the interview?
Okay, it's very good questions. Before the interview, first prepare yourself. Yeah. Again, making sure that you know the place where to go for the interview, and even you have to. For me, what I did, I will go there first, just making sure that how much time it takes for me to go to that place. And second, bring a copy of your CV. Don't assume that the HR will give out your CV, so bring along. So then when they ask you something, you can always look at your CV and respond accurately. Bring your notebook and of course your pen. Prepare yourself, your grooming. Good to have a very tidy haircut. Before you're coming in, a nice clothes. And because that's reflect your confidence. And one most important thing as well is study more of the company that you want to work with. Yeah. Let's say, for example, if you want to work with the Four Seasons, let's say in Yogyakarta, if you want to work with Aman Jiwo, and you apply a job in Aman Jiwo, and suddenly you get a call interview by the HR. Yeah. For example, like Naomi, please come to Aman Jiwo. You will have interview tomorrow. My tips is study as much as possible about Aman Jiwo. Check the website, how many rooms they have, how many restaurants, what are special about them, what kind of guests do they have there, what kind of team they're expecting to join Aman Jiwo, what kind of employee programs that they have in the website. Because by knowing more about the company that you are going to work with, that you apply to work with, it's very important, and it shows also to the interviewer, in this case, for example, the HR manager, that you take your interview seriously, because you try your best to know information as much as possible about the company, even you haven't worked with them yet. So they can relate to it, because. Hi, for example, like I use Naomi, for example. Naomi, you know a lot about Aman Jiwo, about Como, even before you work with us. So it gives me impression that you take our company seriously, and for me, it's a good start, because it shows you that you're eager to learn, that you go beyond than what you're supposed to do. So things like that is really important. And just be yourself also during interview, speak naturally. Don't try to speak too fast to show that you are fluent in your English. Not necessary, speak clear, slow, genuine, meaning that share what you feel, and because people will know whether you are pretending or you are being genuine of certain things. So think of what you are going to say. Focus with yourself. Sometimes the question can be tricky too, in that sense that, just focus that you apply the job, you know what you to do, what you need to do if you get the job, and you know about the company, and you know about yourself. You know, if they ask you about what is your passion, then just be genuine about it. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I think it's a great tips for all of participants here. And maybe after graduates from Mukadewe, I will apply a job to Komo Ubud-Ubud. Okay, everyone. So because there's no question so far, perhaps you are sleepy. So I have 5 questions for Zoom room audience, and who can answer the quiz well, they will get a door prize. So exciting, and I hope you can participate in this quiz because the person who can answer the question correctly will get a reward, and the reward will contacted by our coordinator. So first one is from KMC. Wanna say the answer or me? Okay, I think I will make it.
So, okay, we read the question.
Yeah.
Okay, from the
Everyone.
first.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Naomi. For the first question, can you mention 5? I'm sorry, can you mention 4 career development from the PPT? Anyone? For you who pay attention with the material from our speech today.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Maybe Audi or Kak Hayu?
Can I answer, Kak?
No. Is it too difficult, guys? Okay, Naomi, or maybe we can change the question. Can we, Naomi?
Okay, I think we can spill once again. Maybe some of our friends confused about the question. So this question is from the PPT and from the sharing. So the first question is, can you mention 4 career development? Just now, Pak Suteja have shared it for all of us. Wanna try? Nobody? I wanna answer that. Yes, and 2,
yes.
3, and 4, but who can answer 4 complete? He or she is the winner. Come on, guys.
Can I try to answer it?
No. Obviously, no.
Oh, no.
Panitia, no. Okay, and I see lectures can answer too.
Biar delete sama Naomi dulu. Oh. For the preamp for you.
Okay, I think this is the difficult question, yeah, guys. We make the easy question, the first one. Namely, can you guess which university is Bapak Gede Suteja from? This is so easy, guys. I think all of you can answer this.
Because we already mentioned it, yeah, Nom, at the beginning.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we have shared the PPT, the CV,
Yes.
at the university. Yeah, Cindy.
Yay.
KMC, you can write
Congratulations.
down. Give applause for Cindy. Okay, we continue to the next question. Can you mention 4 success factors in development our skills. I wanna answer this one, Kak. Can I answer?
Theodora.
Ada Theodora. Yeah, Theodora.
The first one is team and customer satisfaction, then internal process, growth and development, and profitability.
Yay.
Okay, that's right. So there are 4 success factors in leadership position too, namely team and customer satisfaction, internal process, growth and development, and profitability. Okay, KMC, I think your mic is bocor.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. The last question, namely, penasaran ya? Wait. Okay, this is the last question. So this is so easy. What topics are we talking about in today's career month? Let's go. They're in our background, guys. Come on. Oh no, for this one, no, cannot miss, cannot ma'am. MC cannot too. Okay, raise hand. Yes, ada Kak Hayu. Kak Hayu, the Zoom is yours.
Can I really answer it?
Yes, of course.
Okay, the topic for today is the perks of working in tourism as an English language education department graduate. Is it correct?
Yes, that's great. Give applause for Kak Hayu. So congratulations to the 3 participants who succeed in answering. You will get door prize and you will be contacted later by the chairman. And untuk hadiahnya sendiri, the chairman will contact all of you. Okay, I think we are in the end of this session. Last but not least, Bapak Suteja, any other things you want to say?
Yeah, thank you everybody, for the opportunity to share my experience, and I really honored that that Ibu Mera and the teams from the university to call me to give this opportunity. So thank you, and thank you everybody for the questions, and I really glad that it's a two-way communication. So I hope that I'll see you soon, probably in person in Yogyakarta or in Bali. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Pak Suteja. And this is a great presentation, and this is a great webinar. I think this is a new thing for us, especially for 21 perhaps student who's still looking for the best way to prepare our life goals after graduating. And here we go, we find here. And thank you, Bapak Suteja, for your material. It is an awesome material we got today to know the perks of working in tourism as an English language education department graduate. Thank you for the participation joining the quiz, and keep listening the material from the beginning until it finishes. As Bapak Suteja mentioned before, there are 4 success factors in leader position, namely team and customer satisfaction, internal process, growth and development, and the last is profitability. Thank you once again. I am Naomi, and back to you, Mega Enute.
Okay, thank you, Naomi. Once again, thank you for Bapak Gede Suteja for the insightful knowledge that you have shared today. And thank you for Naomi for being our moderator. Now, friends, we are at the end of the session.
I would like to inform you that the link of attendance and evaluation are in the chat box. We hope you will fill the form so that we can hear your opinion for today's event and make the next Care Month better than before.
Okay. Now we would like to ask everyone to open your camera and let us take virtual photos. Show us your biggest and brightest smile, and the photo session will be led by Zoom operator. Come on, guys, open your camera.
Open your cam, guys.
Come on, come
Okay,
on.
guys, open your camera from Audi, Margareta. Oh, Margareta with Ute. Lita, Cindy will take a picture. Come on, guys.
Margareta duluan, anjir. Duluan deh.
Your mic.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oke, ganti gaya. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. Before we end our event today, let us thank God that this event was held successfully. And now we would like to invite Ruth for the closing prayer.
Okay, thank you, Mega. Let us pray together. Dear God, thank you for your blessing so that today's meeting can run smoothly from the beginning until the very end. We are very grateful to have Bapak Suteja today as his sharing enlightens us for getting ideas about future career. May you keep blessing us as we move on through our day. Help us that we can apply what we have learned to our daily life. Now we want to end our activities and we hope you will always with us wherever we are. Thank you for allowing us to have such a wonderful day, wonderful event, and wonderful people. In the name of Jesus we pray, amen. Okay, thank you so much to all the participants that joined us today. We hope you got a lot of things from today's event to be able to understand better about yourself and your learning style. Thank you, everyone. We hope to see you again soon.
Stay healthy, stay safe, and goodbye. For Bapak Suteja and Bapak Ibu dosen, may left the Zoom meeting. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Pak
Thank
Suteja.
you. Oh. So, okay, for the comments, please stay for a while. Okay.
Halo Lita, Lita can leave.
Oke, udah ya. Oke, nggak apa-apa kalau yang masih ada di sini
Oh iya.
ada Hayu ya. Dia mau
Halo,
ikut
halo Kak
evaluasi
Hayu.
sepertinya.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so first of all, let us give a very round applause for everybody in the house. Okay, you did a great job, guys. Yeah, okay. Ini sudah semua ada di sini ya, panitia ya, termasuk penulis koran kampus juga ada. Lita itu sebagai apa kemarin? Sorry aku lupa. Designer ya, Lita? Designer. Okay, yes. Everyone is already here. Ya, oke. Ini adalah praktek kita udah kesekian kalinya ya, dan kalau tadi di belakang tuh para dosen nge-WA saya progresnya baik Bu Mera gitu, dari event ke event progresnya semakin terlihat bagus, udah kayak IO profesional katanya gitu. Ya, oke. Jadi sebetulnya apa ya, kalau tadi dikaitkan dengan yang di-share oleh Bapak Suteja, yang kalian lakukan sekarang itu sebetulnya tabungan. Artinya tabungan pengalaman gitu. Ketika nanti kalian ada di professional career. Nah, something like this inilah yang diperlukan nantinya untuk kerja tim yang bagus. Karena tadi juga termasuk ya Mi dalam salah satu apa tadi namanya Mi? Successful apa Mi yang jadi pertanyaan kuis tadi? For
Benar, memang gue jadi gugup. For factor success in leadership, man.
Iya, oke. For successful factors in leadership. Oke, nah itu salah satunya adalah teamwork. Nah, gini-gini ini guys yang menjadi latihannya gitu. Nah, mumpung sekarang kalian masih jadi mahasiswa, itu saya yang selalu sampaikan ke mahasiswa adalah saat jadi mahasiswa ini kesempatan banget kalian untuk berbuat salah. Artinya adalah nggak akan ada istilahnya lalu berbuat salah dalam kepanitiaan lalu dicoret jadi mahasiswa gitu kan juga enggak ya. Nah, ini adalah latihan kalian berbuat salah, itu artinya ambillah kesempatan-kesempatan berpanitia atau berteamwork selagi Anda menjadi mahasiswa sebanyak-banyaknya, sehingga semakin Anda menemukan atau memahami potensi diri masing-masing. Kayak misalnya UT sama duet maut, siapa UT sama satu lagi kok aku lupa namanya tiba-tiba amnesia.
Mega.
Mega, oh my god, oke. Sama Mega ini udah kali kedua duet maut jadi MC. Tadi Bu Arida juga sebagai dosen kalian di public speaking juga tadi langsung berkomentar banyak gitu ya. Ini kali kedua atau baru pertama kali? Terus saya bilang ini udah kali kedua. Tapi di awalnya kayak mesin diesel kata Bu Arida. Panasnya nggak langsung panas gitu. Artinya di depan itu masih terlihat gugupnya masih terlihat, kemudian mispronunciation-nya masih ada gitu. Nah, tapi di tengah-tengah kata Bu Arida tadi, nah pas udah masuk ke perkenalan moderator, mereka udah lebih luas, terlihat lebih bagus daripada awal-awal. Nah, semacam itu gitu. Jadi kalau saya bilang sih, karena ini progresnya baik ya, duet MC ini bisa dipertahankan. Jadi untuk event berikutnya bisa jadi MC lagi. Kalau saya bilang sih tantangan berikutnya adalah jadi moderator gitu. Jadi misalnya dua nih ya, kalian berdua, satu MC satu moderator gitu. Terus nanti gantian lagi, switch lagi gitu. Nah itu dia. Kalau catatan dari saya untuk MC tadi, ini kita sekarang ini ya membacakan catatan overall dari pelaksanaan hari ini. Saya mulai dari MC dulu. Nah, untuk MC tadi ini saya juga gabung sama masukan dari Bu Arida. Sorry.
Kayaknya
Naomi.
live YouTube-nya udah bisa dimatiin dulu deh.
Oh iya.